Hello, I'm Hezi, and this video is for those who are battling with addiction today. We're going to be reading from Matthew chapter 5, verse 30. Let's do this. And if your right hand causes you to fall into sin, chop it off and throw it away. It's better to lose a part of your body than that your whole body go into hell. Y'all heard him right, so everyone stop what you're doing, find the biggest knife you can find and just cut off that hand. I'm kidding. I'm sure that's not what Jesus meant. However, there are things we need to cut off in our lives in order for us to not only have a better relationship with God, but in order for God to, not cut us off. You know what I'm saying? Now, if my calculations are correct, things like drugs and alcohol and beefing or sightseeing, if we're going to keep it PG, although some of these aren't necessarily a sin, anything that takes you away from God, anything that you put more time in than God is a form of idolatry, which is, in fact, a sin. So let's stop defending any of this. Now, I've battled with addiction before, so I'm not going to sit here and tell you that there aren't going to be days where those urges come, those strong urges come, and those bad habits are just calling your name. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that there aren't going to be days where you feel defeated and you feel like you're never going to escape. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that there aren't going to be days where you relapse, potentially, God forbid, right? Because there are going to be those days. The more you feed your demons, the stronger they become, the harder the battle will be. So starve it. Now, how do we starve these things? Well, instead of taking your time feeding into these things, you can spend more time into reading and praying and worshiping God. And instead of thinking about doing these things, think about the Lord, of course. And of course, get rid of all those friends, because all those friends ain't helping you get closer to God. Find some godly friends, please. And I'm sure cutting off all of these things is way better than cutting off your hand, because if you think about it, you gotta go through the skin, right? And then you gotta go through the muscle and then hit the bone. Right? And then you gotta hit the marrow, and then you gotta hit the... enough! Sorry. So today, just know that although your addiction may feel easy and it makes you feel comfortable and satisfies you, it doesn't make you whole. It doesn't fill in that empty void of loneliness and sadness and sorrow. In fact, once you do the deed, your sorrows and sadness and your circumstances are still the same. In fact, God can change all of these things. He can make you whole. You've tried doing it by yourself. So now it's time to give God a chance. And if you're having trouble trying to give God a chance, trying to let go of that addiction, trying to get better for God, then definitely pray about it. And I've been praying for you this whole time. It's been Hezi. I'm out of here.